Turns out how much time we spend on social media could be a reflection on our marriage. That's according to a new study done by researchers at Utah State University. But as Northern Utah specialist Mike Anderson explains, more of that blame they found seems to fall on men.
Take a look at the Roper family on social media.
Just scrolling through Facebook and Instagram mostly, catching up with friends and family.
And you might pick up on some stereotypes.
Making desks, made a desk for a guy.
Researchers at Utah State University are also finding a distinct difference in how both men and women's use of social media can affect their relationships.
It didn't really matter how much time the women spent on the wives spent on social media networking websites. But the more that the husbands spent on those types of websites, the worse the marriage was.
Jeffrey Dew is one of two professors heading up this study involving 1,500 couples nationwide, looking into how media affects marriage.
Television use didn't relate to marital quality one way or the other.
Instead, Dew says the more interesting findings were in social media and video games.
It didn't matter how much either spouse used video games as long as it was the same amount of time that the other spouse was spending.
But if one spent a significant amount more time on gaming than the other, that was a sign of marital stress. But Dew is still not sure why men's use of social media makes more of an impact than women's.
I'll post stuff that I've made, hoping that people will want to buy, will want it, you know.
Spence Roper says he'll mostly post about his woodworking or to promote comedy shows he's performing in, but sometimes
just stupid stuff. Like it's probably a waste of time.
The good news is Dew says social media rarely indicated a major marital problem, but he says it may still be worthwhile to talk about it.
I think the big thing is to talk about expectations as a couple, right? How much media use both of you are going to use, what your expectations are.
The study did not look at specific content that couples were looking at or whether that social media was a cause or a reflection of a problem. Dew says that could be the focus of a future study. In Logan, Mike Anderson, KSL 5 News.